anyone's watching, hello, welcome. Just getting technical stuff fixed and set up. Hello, Ricardo. Alright, I think we're good to go.
We're live? Oh no.
We are live, and there are 2 people watching. Alright, so I'm thinking that maybe we start building the line to the coal mine.
Not a bad idea.
I know we had discussed in the Discord the possibility of trying to build it in the middle of the actual river. I don't know how practical that's going to be, but I'm kind of eager to try it.
We don't need to build the whole thing in the river, just
No,
parts of it.
We could build some of it in the... I mean, there's... The river itself... I'm looking at the map here. It looks like the river itself actually kind of stops and then starts again, so maybe it like goes through a mountain or something.
Let me look.
But in preparation for that, I'd say let's take the Cookie Monster down to the smelter, because that's probably where the line's going to start. Hello, Chessie System.
It looks like the river is pretty much solid all the way.
Huh? Well... Oh, okay, I'm looking
The
at it in the
iron
wrong
mine...
place. It does kind of start
Yeah,
in the middle of nowhere.
It starts at the waterfall up by the coal mine, snakes down, does that other waterfall by the smelter.
Hello, Train Boy.
The river going to the iron mine has random starts and stops, but
Okay, yeah, I was zoomed in too far. I thought I was looking at the river to the coal mine. I was actually looking at the one at the iron mine. Chessie System, the storms haven't been too bad. We got a bit of rain this morning. Alright, I'd say let's run this engine down to the smelter and start the line from there. We could just fly there, but this would be more fun, and we get to take the stupid blue thing for a spin.
hooray!
Do we want to take the stake cars with us? Actually, do we... Wait, what does the coal mine require? Should we take a load of whatever our first delivery to that is going to be? Hello, Chase's Railway Lines. Let's see. Industries, coal mine. Input is beams and rails. Take some beams. We don't have any rails yet. Actually, do we have any rails? What do... Alright, hold on. Cars... What car do we need for rails? Stake flat cars for rails. And rails come from the smelter. So we could take an empty load of... an empty train of stake flats down to the smelter.
How many rails do we have at the smelter right now?
I'm not sure how to check. Can I check in the map? Oh, I can check in the map. Smelter... Goods out. We have 54 rails.
Okay.
Now the question is, where are the stake flats? Oh, they're at the sawmill. Okay, so we'll have to go to the sawmill and get those. Alright, so let's go to the sawmill and get the stake flats.
Do we want to cut off from the bulkheads?
Yeah. Oh, I've been not missing the chat. Bruh21420. I did put the Metal Gears on the Cheyenne, I sold it. It was a very frustrating project, and I would like to pass it on to somebody else because I'm tired of being frustrated by it. Jesse, thanks for sharing the stream. Hello, Red Dead. Yes, we got the Blue Mogul. We named it the Cookie Monster because it's a cookie. I promise the blue smokestack was not intentional. It just comes like that, and I couldn't figure out how to not do that. But yes, we bought the cursed thing. And we're going to run it down to the smelter, but first we need to stop by the sawmill and get the correct flat cars. I don't know why this is... Oh, there we go. I do wish you could mod this game. I put so many silly whistles in it.
Right?
Robert, the next model train video is going to be an update on the water-based smoke units that I made a video about a couple years ago. I will do an O-Gauge layout update soon, but it will probably not be the next one. Yes, this is a Cook Mogul. That's why we named it the Cookie Monster.
We still haven't quite figured out a good method for doing O and 30 on your O-Gauge layout.
No, we haven't. And I've been thinking about that. I kind of wish that I had thought of the idea of doing dual gauge back when I built the layout, because then I would have done custom track for the outside loop with the center rail slightly offset so that I could run O and 30 on it.
Yeah.
Oh, Train Boy has joined our server. Hello, Train Boy. Welcome. We're just on our way to the smelter right now. At some point, I think Gilded Rail is probably going to join, at which point one of us will have to leave because I've set the limit to 3 so it doesn't lag so much. But for now, enjoy. Have fun. Also, I hope the switches are set right. It's so complicated at this point that I'm just kind of hoping. I would be extremely surprised if Century of Steam didn't have a Cook Mogul. That seems like one of the sort of canonical narrow gauge engines that you just have to have in any game that has American narrow gauge. Of course, that said, the Tweetsy 10-wheeler is also kind of one of the canonical narrow gauge engines you have to have, and Railroads Online doesn't have it, so who knows. Okay, let me see, are we going the right way?
I'm getting us lined up, although...
There are 2 locomotives. There's the Glenbrook and the Montezuma are already at the sawmill and have... Let's see, how are we going to do this? I think... Actually, you know what? Before we get there, somebody should go to the sawmill and run those around the loop and put them on the siding.
I have an idea. I have us lined up right now, so just roll with me.
Okay.
Once we clear these switches, then we can stop.
Just let me know when.
You're good.
Alright. Brakes. Oops. Stop making the noise! Why don't... Sorry, just me not knowing how the software works.
Alright, now, let's take it back to a hook.
Doing the correct whistle signals after all that.
I mean, technically,
Oh,
since I said bat to a hook, if we were treating it like radios, then you technically don't have to do that. At least modern day.
is this modern day or is this period correct? Why are we ending up in the sighting?
I did not line us for the sighting. I had us lined for the stake flats.
Okay, well we somehow ended up lined for the sighting. Train boy, was that you? Yeah, retro modern day. But that still raises the question of, are we using modern day rules or period correct rules? And regardless, I'm not using the bell, so I'm not doing it correctly. Oh, I just ran somebody over. Sorry about that.
Probably Train Boy.
Ah! It was like a second off. I always try and do the clang sound effect when we can pull. Alright, so I'm guessing the idea was to pull these forward and then push the two engines into the siding.
Yeah, we could do that.
Is there a brake set somewhere?
Not on the flat cars. Let me check
Glen-
the engines.
Glenbrook, maybe? Because I'm actually being pulled backwards.
No, but back it up because we were not hooked to the Montezuma. There we go.
Clang. Okay. I
Now
forgot
we
to,
should be good.
I didn't do the pipe sound. I did use the pipe sound a little bit too much in the first few streams, so yeah, Red Oak Trains has never derailed. That's definitely why I don't have a derail counter on screen. I spent way too long trying to pick a new font for that matched the font on the rolling stock in this game. It's not perfect.
He also totally never derailed on my Railroader save.
Yes!
Not at all.
Yes, I played an entire session of Railroader without once derailing or accidentally damaging rolling stock.
Keep going.
I'm trying to keep going. I'm full reg. I don't know what's happening. Is somebody else driving one of the other engines?
I think Train Boy's in the
Oh.
Glenbrook.
Train boy, we're trying to get the Glenbrook and the Montezuma onto the siding there next to the wood, so we need to go past these couple of switches here.
Alright, you are lined in.
Okay. Now, boiler's got water. That was an interesting whistle. Is that the two of those in tandem?
Yep, apparently.
Oh, we should have blown all three while we had the chance. Oh well, we'll do that next time.
And Train Boy just bended.
Does that mean I have to update the derail counter?
Maybe? I saw the tender of the Montezuma bounce, but I don't see anything on the ground, so I don't know.
We'll do one
It
half.
acted like it derailed, but looking at it, it seems okay.
Actually, let me do this officially. Alright. COS will... I think... I'm gonna say right now, COS will absolutely have a Montezuma because Heist keeps talking about building one in real life. He's fully 3D modeled it, and it would be insane for him to make COS and not do a Montezuma. So I think it's pretty much a guarantee that it's gonna be. Alright, I
need
don't...
to...
Are we on the...
You need to back up.
Oh.
Unless you want to... Oh, wait, no, because we need to go to the
We're going
smelter.
to the smelter.
Derp, 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 derp.
Well, let's just see where we end up.
For some reason, I was thinking, we're not lined up for the iron mine. We need to get lined up.
Yeah, empty stake flats to the iron mine is... I mean, we could go there for fun just to say hi, but I don't think they actually need these. I'm gonna turn off my air conditioner because there's ice cold air blowing on me that is not necessary. So hold on a second.
Please don't, train boy.
Just
You're in the dirt. Maybe? Yep.
Well, we're technically still going. One of our flat cars just isn't on the trip. Nope, there it goes.
There we go.
That was actually quite a spectacle. Look at him go. Alright, well, I gotta update the counter again now. Okay, I'm gonna cheat a little bit because I don't feel like having to add a 0.5 to everything from now on. So I'm just gonna make that a 2. We'll consider that a derailment and a half.
And a half?
Yeah, because I did a half of one earlier because I wasn't sure if the Montezuma actually derailed or not. So, because I don't feel like having to add a half to everything from now on, this is now a derailment and a half to compensate. So now it ends up an even 2.
Fair.
Statistics are useful when you cheat. Oh, okay. A flat car just materialized inside the locomotive and then fell off the bridge again.
I saw that.
Average Railroads Online activities. Why? Okay. One of these days, I'm gonna have to learn how to use these little tripod things because I keep accidentally summoning them. I don't know what they do. I don't know why I keep accidentally summoning them. They're just like this. Pressing escape doesn't get rid of them, apparently. Who's asking me what? Sorry, I haven't been reading the chat. Flat car. Oh, the flat.
Maybe they're asking.
Oh, I derailed the flat cars. Yeah, I was going too fast. That was on me. Your Honor, I plead my bad.
Pee in a cup. Pee in a cup. Okay, we should be good.
All right. The tripods are for taking in-game photos. Alright. Seems like you could just press the screenshot button, but what do I know? Maybe it gets rid of the UI. Somebody told me they were like part of like surveying for grades or something, but I haven't been able to figure out how that works. So as far as I'm concerned, they're just this annoying thing that appears sometimes. I have actually found a couple places on the map where I apparently have summoned one and left it there and didn't notice, because there's... Jesse, yes, I do plan on playing Century of Steam. I will definitely live stream it. I need to slow down a little bit here so we don't bin it again. When that's going to happen, of course, who knows. Somebody told me they were looking at a late 2027 release, I think. So it'll probably be a while yet, but yes, I will be first in line to play that game.
I know, right?
What do you think would be the velocity we would go down this? I've hit 50 on grades like this before, in a Glenbrook, and at about, I think at about 45, the tender started doing skateboard tricks, and at about 50, the engine started flying off.
I need to play Century of Steam, A, because I want to, B, just so that I can play with my babies inside of video games.
Yes. Actually, you know what? I was watching a video on the Eureka the other day, the real one. You've hit 80, holy cow. And apparently it's actually realistic for the tender to derail from speed first, because of the water sloshing back and forth.
Yeah, it apparently doesn't have any baffles.
Yeah, which is weird. Like, I guess they just figured you'd never be going fast enough for it to be an issue. But it's a 440. I mean, it's... Well, I was going to say it's a passenger engine, but the drivers are the same size as Glenbrook's, I'm pretty sure, so who knows.
Unless they just didn't worry or realize that you needed that when that thing was built.
Maybe, but they've been building steam engines for like 50 years at that point. You'd think they would have figured that out. Do you plan on doing the multiplayer in COS? Yeah, almost certainly. I assume it'll have multiplayer support when it comes out. If not, obviously it'll have to wait. But yeah, as soon as Century of Steam comes out, I'm pretty much just going to abandon Railroads Online and switch over to Century of Steam. Because I'm certain it's going to be a much better game. But yeah, we'll basically probably end up doing the exact same thing we're doing here. Including the silly blue mogul, if they have an option for that. I'm breaking out the goldfish.
I will tell you immediately right now that we are going to have every map. I am going to put a Sumter Rally 720. No matter what, you're getting that engine.
So down there is the other part of the river that starts and stops in various places. Yeah, Eastern Narrowgauge will be cool. I gotta go visit the East Broad Top one of these days.
Yes, please.
I'm broke though, you and me both, pal.
Yeah.
Better not be a 6-7 joke. Alright, you know what? Heist, if you're watching this, I'm trusting you with a mouthful of goldfish crackers to not put a 6-7 joke in the game. Don't let me down. I mean, let's be real, the meme's already dead. These are supposed to be a mix of the cheddar goldfish and the pretzel ones, but this is like 90% cheddar. I mean, I'm not complaining, they're good, but the mix part is a little bit misleading. boy, you're about to get run over there.
We just derailed.
What? Oh, man. Maybe it's not having extra players in here. Maybe it's just my railroad. At least the frame rate's better this time.
Did Train Boy touch the switch?
Hold on. I have the limit set to 3, so Peter can't get in unless one of us leaves. That was completely my first thought.
Yeah, I just checked that.
Alright, well, then it was just the type of spontaneous derailment that happens on this railroad.
Unless Train Boy flipped the switch while we were under it.
He said he didn't. You ever dropped or knocked a model off your layout before?
Okay.
Oof! BLI Big Boy fell 9 feet off a club layout. I've had a couple of...
I heard about that!
I've had a couple of spills, nothing that bad. I think I've told this story before, but on my original Red Oak layout, I had the hinged drop gate that went down, and when it was down, there was a piece of rail sticking up that would then line up with the rail when you put it up. I had, I think, a Bachmann 280 going around the loop, and the gate was down, and it went off the edge, and the valve gear hooked onto the end of that rail and saved it from falling on the floor. I have a
That's
picture
impressive.
somewhere. And that was the same Bachmann 280 that I later rebuilt into a Prairie. Bonk. And bonk.
Bonk.
Whoa! I don't know if it did that on your end, but the whole train just, like, almost came off every time I hit one of those cars.
I noticed that on the second bonk.
What? It uncoupled. Why? Also, why are there only 4 cars?
That's weird.
There's no extra
Oh,
car
there's
back
another
here.
one. Yeah, there's another one back here.
Oh. Did we leave something behind? Oh, come back? Hold on.
Yeah, the stake flat is back here by the water tower.
I'm coming.
Three,
I'm gonna slow down a
2.
little bit so we don't bin the whole train.
1, half, bonk.
Okay, somebody definitely moved that switch. I just saw it move.
That was not me.
Hold on. There's no one else in here. It's gotta be Train Boy. Okay. Everyone is saying it wasn't them. So one of y'all is lying because there's nobody else in the server. There is an imposter among... Oh, do I have an Among Us sound?
We
do.
still have another flat car to pick up.
Oops. Sorry, I'm busy trying to locate the perpetrator. RO is dumb, but switches don't move by themselves. Hey, Leviathan York, welcome. Alright, I'm gonna go across this switch, and I swear if it moves under me... Of course, whoever's doing it probably heard me say that and is now lying in wait.
Okay. Flat car is rerouted. Let's bring it back.
Somebody's in the train.
1 half.
Okay.
Give it a bump.
I was behind a tree. I thought I got it.
There you go.
Alright. Let's try one more time to make it the last couple of feet to the song, or the whatever this industry is, the smelter. I've never actually played Among Us. I used to watch a lot of like the offline TV videos of them playing Among Us.
You never played that?
No, I kind of missed out on the whole craze of it. I didn't have enough friends to play with at the time.
That game was hilarious.
It's one of those things that I feel like I should have played, but I kind of missed my chance to get in during the craze. I didn't really start playing very many games until after that. Oh, I forgot how cursed the track is here. I feel like public lobbies in any game are just a disaster. We don't have enough.
Too far.
We don't have enough money to buy more of these flat cars, do we? Oh yeah, no, we have $420. What? Okay, what's going on? Where am I? Oh. Okay, something happened. Apparently I wasn't actually on the train.
That's weird.
That's extremely weird. That happens in Railroad. I've never seen it happen in this game before. I didn't realize I could operate a train without being on it. I think you need a certain level of XP to buy flat cars.
Yes.
And I'm guessing none of us have it. Or I probably have it, but I don't have the money.
Trying to remember how we get XP.
I don't know. Alright, well, for now...
For now, let's back the train up so
Yeah.
we can load rails.
Yeah, okay. I'm done window shopping for flat cars. The Bachmann made a Shrek train set? This had to have been one of the Hawthorne Village ones.
1 half step.
I have to look this up now. Oh my god, they did. And it wasn't even a Hawthorne Village, it was an actual Bachmann branded product. That is... not only a Shrek, but a Shrek Christmas train set. They had this purple F unit with Shrek and Donkey on the side, with like a Santa hat and stuff. I have nothing to say to that.
He had two.
Hawthorne Village
One.
made so much wacky stuff.
Ha.
Athearn in the 90s made a Saturn train set, like the car company. I've always been kind of tempted to pick one of those up. I've seen them at multiple hobby shops now, sealed in the box. Because my parents had a Saturn when I was a kid, so it's always kind of been a thing in our household.
The one train set that I still need to get, I still need the I Love Toy Trains one.
Oh yeah, the 460 that Hawthorne Village made was awful. I have a feeling... Wait, oh. Are these not full yet? No, I guess not. I think that they lost their partnership with Bachmann or something and contracted with somebody else to make that. Because there's no way Bachmann would... Like, I know it's Bachmann, but...
Half.
Is it the same chassis as the Owen 30 Mogul? I thought it was just something else. Actually, let me scoot forward a tiny bit more so I'm centered next to this crane. I like that you can load cars while they're moving. Leviathan York, you should absolutely find one of those Shrek train sets and do a video on it. London and Southwestern T3. I don't know anything about British Engine, unfortunately. Oh, you got a B. Congrats, train boy.
Wouldn't it be Bachmann Branch Line that's doing
I
that?
think so. So Bachmann. Alright, are we full?
Yes.
Okay. Something that occurs to me is that we're gonna have to get this load over the hump over there. I'm not sure if that's possible.
Well, I had got the grade not quite as steep on the hump, so we might make it.
Well, let's try it. I mean, we're carrying basically the heaviest load that you can get in the game, I'm pretty sure, so let's see if the Cookie Monster is truly a monster, or if this is how the cookie crumbles. It's moving. Yeah, you know what? This works. Barely. How many times has Bachmann paired F unit with freight cars? Infinite, I think.
Everyone does that.
Yeah. I mean, that's what the Athearn Saturn one was, too. Alright, this is going to be a little bit sketchy. Yeah, it's a fellow Heist fan. Okay. We all saw that, right? Somebody moved the switch while I was on top of it. I'm gonna blame Peter, even though he's not here. We are... ...37 minutes into the stream, and we're already only one short of our derail count from last time. See, the reason I blame Peter for these is not just because he did this, but also because he's my friend, so he'll think it's funny if I blame him for these. I'm not just being mean-spirited before anyone accuses me of that. Switch wasn't locked. Well, I mean, who is gonna throw it? There's only 3 people in here. I would absolutely sign that petition, Red Dead. Where'd the other flap car go? Oh, it's back there.
I just rerouted.
Alright, I'll come back.
Okay. We should be good.
Okay. So... where exactly do we want to branch off the coal mine line? Should we... Oh, you know what? We've got this little engine house here. Why don't we just branch off of that?
Yeah, we could. We'll have to do some weird maneuvering, but we could.
Yeah. I actually don't think I've ever seen this engine house, despite it being here for several episodes. So let's go over there and evaluate it. What we're gonna have to do to get onto that track is pull this a little bit of the way up the helix, and then throw that switch and back it down. Okay, made it over one switch without derailing. Made it over 2 switches, well, not yet. Almost. Okay, made it over 2 switches without derailing. Maybe I really have just been going too fast. Wait, this is where we just were.
We went...
I think we went the wrong way.
We've been able to go pretty fast and not derail.
Yeah. Of course, you know what the other thing is? I forgot what the other thing was. I'm doing good, Jesse, thank you. I'm working on several videos at the moment, because I haven't posted one in a while. No, HON3 and HON30 are not the same. HON3 is 3-foot gauge in HO scale, so it's its own gauge, it's its own track, nothing else fits it. HON30 is 30-inch gauge, or 2.5-foot gauge in HO scale, and that runs on N gauge track. So HON30 is common for kit bashing because you can use N-scale mechanisms. HON3 is more prototypically accurate for 3-foot gauge, but you're stuck with very rare, expensive stuff. My opinion on politics right now is that this channel is not the place for it.
Aim! This is the engine house here.
Okay. That's kind of a sharp curve, actually. Maybe we branch off next to this instead of from it. Yeah, politics suck. The end. There's another YouTuber I watch their streams sometimes who has a rule in the chat: no politics except Abraham Lincoln. So we can adopt that as the rule. Abe Lincoln is all right, but no other politics. All right, I'm not sure where the track joints are here. So to avoid deleting track out from under us, I'm going to move this forward a bit.
Yeah. Take it to clear the bridge.
Yeah, all the way. Hold on. Next video is going to be an update on the water-based smoke units. I feel like Abe Lincoln's kind of the only politician who is kind of universally liked.
George Washington?
Yeah, he was a slave owner, so I feel like not everybody likes him. But Lincoln pretty much I can't think of anything Lincoln did that someone could use as a reason to dislike him.
That just...
I mean, granted, I don't know a whole lot about him, so I'm sure there's something. But again, this channel's not really the place for it, so if you want to dig up dirt on Lincoln, be my guest. But maybe I'll start a second channel for that. Yeah, George founded the country, Abe saved the country. Speaking of that period of history, I recently watched Disney's The Great Locomotive Chase, which somehow I had never seen before.
Now that is surprising.
Yeah, it's a hard movie to find, but somebody posted it to YouTube, and surprisingly, even though it's Disney, it didn't get taken down. Yeah, what I'll say is the train segments are very good. Very well shot, very nicely put together, very matter-of-fact historical detail. I feel like, in terms of, like, actual drama for the movie, you could have cut off the first and last 20 minutes and not lost anything. They spend a lot of time setting up what's going to happen, and then they spend a lot of time afterwards. Once the chase is over, you're like, okay, like, duh, the movie's over at this point, but no, we gotta have a whole, like, attempted prison escape scene that kind of just feels out of place in a movie called The Great Locomotive Chase. So what route exactly are we taking here?
Right now, I'm just trying to get a grade for us to get up high enough.
Right, because there's a couple of waterfalls here. I'm gonna fly up there and start attempting to build track in the middle of the river and see what happens.
Let me...
And then if this works, we can join up with your track. The Reno, the William Mason... It wasn't the Reno, actually. It was the Inyo, I believe. Yeah, and the Lafayette... I can't remember if there were any more. Yeah, the William Mason played the General and a couple other background engines, and the Inyo played the Texas and a couple other background engines. And the Lafayette was the Yona. Oh, the Pacific Railway Act. I'll have to look that up. I mean, yeah, this is letting me lay track in the river. Let's see, how steep of a grade down is this? Can I lay track actually underwater? Drunk History? No, I keep meaning to watch that. I mean, okay, to be fair to the writers of that movie, it's very difficult to make a nice Disney-compatible feel-good story about an event in history that ended with most of the people involved being executed. Like, there's not really any way to make that a happy ending, unless you do it from a Southern perspective, which doesn't really work, unless you're Buster Keaton.
I was gonna say, you have seen the Buster Keaton movie,
the,
right?
The Buster Keaton one's a classic, but it's a comedy. That's the thing. If you're gonna play it serious, like I feel like that was one thing that sort of felt off to me about the '50s movie, was it felt like they were trying very hard to make it like to like frame both sides as equally worthy of admiration, which, like, if it was a fictional movie, then it would be an interesting storytelling technique, but it's the Civil War. Like, we all know what happened. Even in the 50s, we knew what happened, so trying to, like, I don't know, it feels, I mean, I know I said no politics, but them trying to frame the Confederate guy as honorable felt very off to me. I feel like I would have enjoyed it more if they just made him like a straight up over the top scenery chewing villain. I mean, Civil War's doesn't count as politics, right? This is something that happened well over a century ago.
I'd say it's more historical.
Yeah.
The only time that the Civil War gets political is when people then take it and put it in a modern context.
Right, which, like, I feel like you can't really do that in good faith. Because, like, we're well past the point of being... of there, like, being any uncertainty about what the outcome of the Civil War was. Like, I'm sorry, guys, it's a little bit too late to change the ruling at this point. This could be a Polar Express thing, actually. I hadn't thought of that. I was just doing it thought it would be funny to lay track in the river. This river is remarkably level, considering that water generally needs some kind of downhill to flow. Oh, I think I laid the track a little bit too deep. I can't connect another piece to it. The problem is, since it's underwater, now it's very difficult to see where the track is. It's gonna suck if we try to run something up this and it turns out it doesn't work. Is this getting deeper, or is the ground changing? Has there ever been a narrow gauge Berkshire? I don't think I've ever seen one.
Not that I know of.
Alright, we've now reached the point where the water's deep enough that I can't connect to the track anymore. And for some reason... Oh! My crouch control wasn't working before. Maybe it doesn't work while you're laying track.
This is not working. I'm gonna have to do this a different way.
The Polar Express book, I believe, if I remember right, it's always shown from an angle where you can't quite tell what the wheel arrangement is. So it could very plausibly be a 482, but it could also be a 462. Alright, hold on. What happens up here? Does it start sloping down again? It does. I wonder, okay. So I can't connect to the track when the water is this deep. But can I lay basically one piece of track straight through until it gets shallower again? Because for some reason, I'm really invested in building track as deep underwater as possible. I don't freaking see what I'm doing at all. There it is. There we go. Okay. So that goes really deep underwater now. If we run a train through that, the water is going to be coming into the cab. And now we're actually almost coming up out of the water. This song... I'm assuming you mean the one that just ended. It's called Arkansas Traveler. Oh, I just accidentally jump scared myself with the Shrek train. This river slopes in both directions, but it only flows in one direction, so I think this may not be an accurate river simulator. Also, I have no idea how far I've gotten relative to how far I need to go. Oh, I'm not even anywhere close. I thought I was like halfway along. No, it's this is a long route. Okay, you know what? Before I go any farther, let's try and run a train up this so I know that I'm not completely wasting my time. Oh yeah, I forgot the other end of this doesn't connect to anything. So what I need to do is delete this section. And that section. And go from here. Yeah, this is about as low profile as it gets. This line is going to be completely hidden from above water viewing. The only way you'll be able to see it is when a train's going. So this is going to be basically a jump. Sherlock Holmes is only going to be able to survive a trip one direction along this line. If anybody gets that reference. Alright, how steep down should we go? Should we just go a full 10% down and see what happens? Hello, Gilded Rail. Had the train jump over the falls, and it's kind of what I would like to do, but it's not really possible with the physics in this game. Huh, you're right, Red Dead. I mean, frankly, no, I don't really hear people talk about any presidents other than, like, the last 3 or 4 and Lincoln. But I also don't, like, I don't really hang out with a lot of people who talk a lot about old U.S. presidents, so. Chase's Railway Lines, I keep meaning to make a playlist of all the songs that I use on these streams. I am just doing 10% down, by the way. This is gonna... Yeah, we're gonna need a couple of helixes to get down this. Do we still have that Betsy at the engine house? Maybe I'll just run that up here. Hello, Gilded Rail. Hello?
Evening.
Evening.
Sorry it took me a while. Real life stuff and
No,
all that.
all good. Real life is, unfortunately, a higher priority than silly virtual Railroad shenanigans. I am just busy laying a track in a river. So, you know, normal stuff.
Yeah. Thing.
I wish I was still at
Train
Sierra.
boy stole the mogul. Okay, this, oh, break. Yee! Betsy, with a full brake on, still rolls down a 10%, just for the record.
Yeah. So how did how did Cookie Monster do on the way down?
Great! Even pulled 5 cars full of rails over the hump at the smelter with no issues.
Sweet.
Train boy, what happened? Okay, we're gonna try running Betsy down the middle of the river and see what happens here.
Yeah. Right.
So far, so good. Train boy, do I have to update the derail counter again? Okay, this is kind of working fine, actually. Cookie Monster's being used for science experiment. Okay, that's fine then.
Yeah, I was wondering where it was.
Uh-oh.
I just popped in and it wasn't there.
I think, there's about to be a... Okay, you've heard of multi-track drifting. We'll now get ready for tandem backwards single-track drifting.
Oh my gosh!
Okay, now... Excuse me.
Oh, is it? Hold on. It looked like it sank. Is it sinking into the ground? Betsy is sinking into the ground. It's gonna be taken out of the.
And that is our 5th derail of the day. So, let's see, what sound should I play to celebrate that?
The Milwaukee Road.
Oh, this is a good one.
You should hear those sounds once we're done with the stream for the day night. And yep, there goes Cookie Buster into the water. Almost landed upright too.
Alright, so Betsy is back on. I'm gonna see if I can go the rest of the way down this line, because it gets deeper from here. Betsy's not moving.
Okay. I don't think you know this, Red Oak, but the Cookie Monster is sinking into the ground, just like Betsy was. Or, no,
Uh-oh.
now it's back up.
I didn't see either of them sinking on my end.
It was sinking on my end. It was kind of funny, and
Okay.
also kind of dangerous, because I thought it would, like, eventually sink so low, it will just, like, fall into the void.
Alright, so I'm slightly concerned that there is a limit to how deep you can go in the water before it treats it as ground, and then you can't run anymore. You might want to slow down a tiny bit. Okay, that works too. Why are we going backwards?
Ask I see.
What do you mean?
I'm trying to go forward too. What? Holy...
I'm not even at the locomotive.
Something just
I am
happened.
voting.
Look at the size difference between these two. Alright, we're gonna see if we can go through here. Oh, I have no boiler pressure, that's why I wasn't moving. That's fine then. Up to the top of Betsy's wheels.
That would wipe out the fire on Betsy at this height.
Oop! What happened? We derailed. But why?
Oh,
What's
there's
happened?
there's a bit of rail in the ground.
We are now... Oh, that's probably what it was. For a minute there, we were sailing the trains down the river.
Yeah, right over here where I
Okay,
am. There's,
so
the
is
track
there rail that's
in
embedded in the ground? Because I need to fix that. Oh, yeah, I see it.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's really deep. Yeah, that's probably from the segment where I tried to lay track through here in one giant piece because I couldn't link it underwater.
We're practically doing Elk River colon lumbering on this. Because they literally lay tracks over creeks and streams on their logging operation.
I think my problem there was just that I got too close to the edge of the
Riverbank.
river. Just swimming down the river at 50 miles an hour holding a lantern. I think we've succeeded in making this game even more cursed than it was.
And yeah, my lantern would probably be extinguished at this height in the river.
Okay, I can't link this. What the? Okay, I think we're causing the game to seriously glitch out. Why are the tripods? I was trying to lay track and I ended up with 2 hovering tripods. Get stuffed tripods. Link to that? No. I really want to be able to go through this super deep part. I think it would be funny to have trains going through water that would be deep enough to absolutely extinguish the fire in real life. Okay, somebody else is laying track here. I can't.
That'd be me.
I can't link to a track that's that far underwater. That's why I had it all in one long piece.
Might as well just raise the track up a bit.
But then we won't be completely submerged. Wait. I might have figured something out. Why is that not working? Yeah, I think you might be right. It's just not gonna work. I honestly hadn't thought about making this its own video, but in retrospect, it is a good idea.
True.
So that I should be able to link to. Wait. Where's yours? I still can't link to yours. I think it's a little bit too far underwater.
Yeah, I'm gonna delete this and
Okay.
get it some raised
Yeah.
track.
Red Oak Trains out of context, honestly, would be pretty funny. I think we've probably done enough shenanigans at this point that there's enough material for that.
Yeah, including some with yours truly.
Yeah.
I think I'm just gonna raise it about
Wait.
to...
It worked. I got it. It blinked.
Never mind. To the river, but it would not actually work at all in real life.
Well, no, obviously, but most of the stuff we built in this game wouldn't work at all in real life. Oh yeah, Betsy
Yeah.
has no boiler pressure. I'm gonna run to the bathroom. I'll be
Wait,
right
we
back.
have 4 players. Someone is not
Wait,
supposed to be.
there's
in
not
the
supposed.
stream.
We're not supposed to be able to have 4 players. Oh, I think Train Boy's still in here. Yeah, Train Boy's still in here. Okay. Maybe I set it the limit to 3 players. Maybe it's 3 players plus me. So 4 is the limit.
Yeah, I think that might be the case or something.
Okay, that's
I
fine.
don't know.
Um.
Let's have to make that edit in another stream.
All right, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
All right. I'm just probably gonna just take Cookie Monster and just do a run to the freight house with the iron rails, so we could get some cash on my end for some new equipment.
Okay.
So do you want the good news or the bad news?
Let's rip off the Band-Aid. What's the bad news?
We need to redo some of your water trackage.
Why?
Because I finally got the grade up to the hill.
Oh, let me take a look. How much of the water trackage do we need to redo?
You flew past my track.
Hold on. Oh, it's way over there. Okay, yeah, we can do that. I kind of want to keep my my roller coaster water slide jump though. Like, yeah, you know what? Heist built a roller coaster. I'm building a water slide. But you know what we can do? We can put an underwater switch.
We have the absurd route and the realistic, and the somewhat realistic
Yeah,
route.
I think in this map, realistic might be an overstatement.
I mean, it's a stretch, but I got a 3% grade all the way up here.
That's not bad. Whoever's coming in, Betsy, just so you know, I deleted a piece of track, so you're about to go in the drain.
Literally.
I need to move you over here. Oh, apparently that's too deep to re-rail on. Just gonna move you up here real quick. And then put this underwater switch in. Alright, we're going 3% minimum on the somewhat realistic line. Or maximum, sorry.
Yeah.
Alright, we may still have to move some things a little bit.
At least, that's what I was able to do getting up to where you were building, was I was able to manage at 3%.
Yeah, I mean, that works. It I'm gonna need a little bit more distance to climb up to there. I'm basically building a track that rises up along the bank. Taxi system. The New York Central water level route has been real quiet since this one dropped. Yeah, this is... This is the below water level route. This is the underwater route, we'll call it.
Yes. The waterlogged route.
Yes! Yeah, that'll be it, the waterlogged route. I like that.
So, you remember how Heist did the video on Loco Shortline, right?
I think I might have missed that one. I don't remember that. Do you mind if I delete a chunk of your track to join it up?
Do what you need to do. A friend and I were playing a game, and to get up the hill, he ended up having to do a whole bunch of bridges. And so he's like, it's gonna look, he was like, gonna look as though this railroad is on stilts. And I'm like, so it's the Camas Prairie Division. If you know what the Camas Prairie Railroad was.
I think I've heard about it.
I'm not familiar with that one.
Oh, you should look at some pictures of it. It is beautiful. It's a route that I personally hope is added to Railroader someday.
Okay, I'll look it up in a second. Alright, I think I've got these joined up. So if we're going to have this as a somewhat realistic route, that means I can go even more nuts on my water slide route.
I guess so, yeah.
I wonder... I'm pretty sure there is a cheat that you can use. Oh, Betsy just casually sailing down the river there. I'm pretty sure there is a cheat that you can use to go steeper than 10%.
Oh god.
Oh man, that would require like a rack if at that angle.
Yeah.
Speaking of, have you seen the Mount Washington? Sorry, have you seen the Mount Washington Cog Railway?
Oh yeah.
Not in person, but I've heard of it.
Really interesting little railroad. Oh, it ain't what it used to be though.
I need to ride that one.
Oh, wait. I'm curious. I think Betsy came down at just the right angle to do a somersault. Oh. Well then. Betsy's in the drink.
I need to ride the Mount Washington Cog just so I can compare it to the Pikes Peak.
Yeah, I heard about the Pikes Peak. There's actually a pretty interesting documentary on YouTube before it had its full track completely remade.
I rode the Pikes Peak a few times when I was younger, so it's...
Oh, I think they may have gotten rid of the cheat that lets you do more than... Oh, wait, no. I think you just have to... Oh! Uh-oh!
What?
I figured it out!
Oh god.
What? Oh lord.
I figured out the cheat that lets you do more than 10%. The only problem is... it's created a corkscrew and I don't know how to fix it. Okay, let me just
Ew.
place this and... Oh, Lord! Okay, come look at the waterfall. What have I created?
An unholy abomination!
What?
What is this?
I think I may actually have managed to break the game.
That, or you have created art in this
Yeah,
game.
it's modern
Modern
art.
art.
That is,
So the only reason why I'm not keeping this is because I want to be able to actually go down this thing that I'm building. Or at least make it look like we could go down it.
yeah?
But apparently it is possible to twist track into this abomination. Yeah, the DNA route. Hello, Crazy Spud. You're just in time to see some madness. What happened at Strasbourg?
Oh, there's a pretty good reason. It's simple in 2 words. Pomfret. Yeah, somebody actually stated there was a bomb at the Strasbourg Railroad and the police
Whoa.
had to be involved. Yeah. You don't know if the bomb threat has been real or not. I think it's just fake, just to get some clout or something.
So, this was last year, but we sort of had a bomb threat at work, kind of?
I can't get it to not point in a weird direction. I'm basically just making spaghetti track.
This is complete spaghetti track.
I prefer angel hair myself.
Actually, I think this might end up being rotini.
Rotini! Oh, that is perfect.
This is the route that we're going to derail on all the time.
As long as somebody doesn't mess with if somebody messes with the switch, yes.
I can't even get it to join to anything anymore.
It's just like the perfect, you know, that meme, man. Oh, never mind. You deleted the track before I had the
Oh,
chance to
sorry.
do it.
I'm still. I'm trying to figure out a way to make it go all the way down.
Yeah, like where you are standing. It's like, man. That's in big letters.
Ooh, okay. This. That might work. Well,
My God.
okay. There's some weird stuff with the bridge work, like the bridge supports coming up through. Maybe I try a different type of bridge for this. Hold on.
What?
Nani?
And you know, once I have this built, I'm gonna try to actually get a train to go over it.
Yeah.
Like down, obviously, not up.
I was gonna say, you're only going down.
At this point, we'll just make it into a runaway spur or something.
Yeah, if you go down this spur, your train's gonna run away.
If your train is running away, we'll send you on this spur so that it runs
No,
away
here's
even
some,
more.
Here's some fresh spaghetti for you.
Send that runaway train on.
Okay, this one's pretty good. I almost want to keep this one.
That is special.
Oh!
Wait, what if I?
Oh my!
What if I try to connect another piece to it?
Another art piece.
Special.
Oh no, it doesn't work. Wait,
This is the piece de resistance.
That is special.
Yes,
No, I
it's-
can't connect any
yes.
other pieces to it.
No. Hey.
See, like, this is hilarious, but it's nothing's ever gonna actually make it down that. So I think
No.
it is art. You know what? I'm gonna save the game right here. So if I don't figure out a better one, we can come back to this one. Wait, what does this do? That just sends you straight into the rocks. Yeah, that's important. Thing is, I kind of want this to be something that is like actually theoretically possible to get a train successfully down.
What? You mean like down the river?
Well, in this case, yes, but see, I think the problem I'm having is when the track is in free place mode, you really can't, like, you can't really direct which direction it goes. It just kind of goes wherever it wants.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's interesting.
What is?
I wonder if I could actually connect something to the end of that and make it, like, salvageable.
Although, but it looks like you have a bridge support coming through.
Yeah, I do. Ooh! Chessie System just had an idea. Have track on the bottom and then connect the top track to that track. Let's try that. I think that might work better.
God. Oh god!
What Polar Express stuff is this? So crazy.
Alright, you know what? Before I delete this, I want to try something real quick. I know from this that this isn't going to work, I just want to try it.
This is an absolute roller coaster at this point.
It is.
See, this is why I love this game. Alright, where's Betsy?
Hey yo,
Hola!
what's up?
Howdy.
Nothing much. We're just doing some railroader isms. Well, Railroads Online isms.
Oh yeah, I saw. Yeah, I'm watching the live stream too while I'm talking here in the background.
That is perfectly fine.
Howdy, Ricardo. Did you see the art piece that I've made?
Oh, you mean the route?
Yeah, look at this. I'm gonna try to run Betsy on this.
Okay. Yeah, I can see it. I can see it.
I don't know where Betsy is, though. Oh, wait, here we go.
All right. Okay, just wait for. Oh, I saw that right now. Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Why don't Why sold a Polar Express reference there?
I made the reference because it looks like something like Polar Express-ish. It's like,
Actually, I think looks like more Thunder Mountain.
It is very
Thunder
Thunder Mountain, especially with the Betsy, because that's basically the Thunder Mountain locomotive.
Here we
I'm
go.
gonna back up a little
Actually-
bit, get a running start.
Actually, if there's, yeah, it looks like a, well, yeah, you're right. It looks like the Betsy, like the Betsy engine, but it looks like a Falcon.
All right, folks.
If you're not familiar with the Thomas character, known as a handle, he's actually classed as a Falcon.
Here we go. Whoa, whoa,
Yeah.
whoa!
Immediate derail.
Straight down, and it's somehow still going.
Careful.
it believed it could
Oh, that was-
fly, but it didn't.
That was beautiful.
That
There
was
goes.
beautiful.
Okay, so now I'm gonna go. That was the one time I was gonna do that. So now I'm gonna delete this art piece and build a different art piece. Because you can't you can't make an omelet without breaking physics.
I saw that the engine derailed over there.
Yeah, it's in the river. I'm leaving it there for now.
It's just having a drink.
Yeah. Okay, now, can I... Now we're talking! Okay, this is what I've been trying to make this whole time.
Is your live stream still going?
Yeah, it should be.
Yeah, it's still
For some reason,
going.
I'm not sure why, if it's just me, or it seems that that I'm not sure. I don't think it's coordinated with how I watch it and what's
Oh,
going on currently.
It may be a few seconds or a few minutes behind. Sometimes it does that.
Ooh, too bad. I won't be able to see what's going on then. Hang on, I'll be right back. Just
Okay.
I'm
I'm
just
gonna
waiting
keep
back
working
to
on
connect here,
this.
so
Alright.
Alright, I'm gonna move Betsy back up to the top and try this and see if I can survive the trip down.
Hey, MZ,
Yeah.
what kind of setting did you set for like the car load weights? Like realistic?
I think it's medium.
hard? Medium. Okay.
That was like it was like the Dukes of
That
Hazzard
was
jump.
fantastic. That was amazing.
Okay, I want to do that again, but see it from below.
But if you put Betsy up here, then I can bring it down while you're.
Okay, yeah. All right, let me get down here. Get a good angle, because I think this is probably going to be a video. All right, go for it.
Here, let me back up a little bit.
Don't go too far, because if it's too far, I'm worried it'll catch so much air that it completely misses.
Alright, are you ready?
Yeah. Send it.
We'll send it.
This is gonna be epic. Woo! Oh, that was beautiful. Oh, that was the greatest thing I've ever seen. You know what I'm gonna do? Okay. I'm gonna make this jump go up slightly.
Oh no!
Alrighty,
We need the other Betsy here for this.
we do.
Yeah,
Double Betsy fairly over the jump.
Very much so.
Where is the other Betsy anyway? Is it, I don't know where any of the engines are. The Montezuma and the Glenbrook are at Sawmill. There's nothing at the Freight Depot. I have no idea where the other Betsy is.
Oh, this is gonna be a fantastic view.
We're basically just doing Railroads Online Olympics at this point.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm ready when you are. I've given up trying to find the other Betsy. Why is there... Wait. We have passenger coaches? Who bought passenger coaches?
Wait, how did you know I got them?
Because I'm looking at the map.
Oh, it was me.
I'm looking for... Do you know where the other Betsy is?
It should maybe be at the sawmill, I think. Oh, wait, that's the
wait.
rope.
Wait, I think I found it. It's at the logging camp.
Yeah, it's at the logging camp right now.
Alright, we're gonna do the double Betsy fairly off the jump. Crazy Spud, any big hauler made after about 2000 should have the good mechanism. One from 2016 will be probably more than you need to spend if you're going to kit bash it, but it is a very nice engine. Yeah, water slide.
Yes.
Let's see. I haven't bothered putting telegraph offices at any of these places, but I probably should.
Yeah, it makes teleporting around a lot easier.
There's the engine. Okay. Alright, have a good one, Crazy Spud. Actually, do you want to stick around for like a minute and see this? Because this is going to be epic. Wait, where am I? Oh, I'm in completely the wrong place. Okay.
Are we sending it?
Almost. I have the other Betsy. I'm just trying to re-rail it here.
Let me know
Yeah.
when you're about to send it.
It won't let me.
Yes,
for some reason.
let us know when you're ready to full send it.
Okay, that's not what I meant to do. Trying to get these oriented right for the fairly. Uh-oh.
What?
They're sliding down the hill and I can't stop them. I guess we're going for
Oh
it.
no! Just full send it, full throttle. Just send them down.
Oh, one of them had a brake on, so that didn't work.
Oh. That could be a good reason.
What are the chances they can get back up the hill? Probably 0, right? Yeah, no, that's not
0.
Yeah, 0, zilch, nada, 9, yet.
So the problem with re-railing stuff at the top of... Sorry, I just had one of those tripods spawn on me again. The problem with re-railing stuff at the top of the hill is that there's an extremely narrow area between where it'll roll down the hill and where you can't spawn it because it's underwater. Chase, the tripods keep appearing, and I can't. I have never once meant to place one, but I keep doing it by accident. I don't even know where that one ended up. I'm gonna scoot this forward just the tiniest bit.
Let's move it a tiny bit.
So I have room to... Okay. If I move quickly, I think I can place the other one and couple them up. Oh. So these are not operating in tandem like they're supposed to. No. Okay, you know what? We're going for it. Brakes off. Woo! Splish! I think that was as good as it's gonna get.
Nice. Very, very nice.
Alright, let me look at the chat here. 3 big haulers. I tried to send them up the hill, Chessie. They wouldn't take the grade. Dan, yep, there's more videos coming soon. I'm way backed up on stuff to make videos about.
Yeah. Yeah, it's real life stuff too, you know? Everybody does.
Yeah. Oh, confusion and delay? I have a...
You have caused confusion and delay.
I have a soundbite for that. Yeah, real life stuff has been getting in the way a lot lately. I have like 6 videos that are like 10% done. So it's you know what? Okay. Should we just leave the jump here?
Sure.
Yeah, Sure.
Okay, we'll do that. Although, now that I think about it, maybe we should curve the jump so that they land more in the middle of the river. I'm gonna try to do that. Okay, that works. So I think it's kind of inevitable we're going to have to send the Cookie Monster off of this.
Oh.
Oh god.
Oh no.
Where is it?
Picking up some cordwood for the smelter.
Okay. Well, we don't have to do it right now. I'm probably going to stream for another hour-ish. Oh, who's missing?
Alright.
Yeah, the happy music. Getting to throw one off a bridge. It's just nice, wholesome family shenanigans here that would absolutely be 1,000% fatal in real life.
In other words,
It's fine.
what's the last thing you need to say in your live stream?
What?
You know, a fender bender thing.
Oh, I have that, actually.
We actually do
That's a
have
fender
a soundbite
bender.
for a fender bender.
Yeah, I have the fender
Yeah,
bender.
That's a fender bender.
Yeah,
I
I heard it.
I have the Thomas brake squeal. I've got some Top Gear ones.
Yes.
I need to get more Lionel Train Town ones.
Yes.
I talked about doing a Train Town stream. The FRA watching this? Well, it depends on which FRA. If we're talking about fun and recreation, awesome, then they'd probably love it.
Yeah.
Welcome, Overpowered. You missed the jump. We've got 2 Betsies in the river, and I'm kind of thinking I might just leave them there for now. What else is available that we can jump off of this thing?
Montezuma?
Sure.
Oh. Let's just get the old geezer from the lumber mill.
Yeah.
Old 99.
Do we want to try taking a train up the line that we have so far?
Well, it doesn't really go anywhere yet. I mean, I realize I am
No.
getting kind of distracted jumping stuff off of it. Yeah, friendly ramps all over.
Yeah, we don't have the line up to the coal mine just
Maybe
yet.
we should actually work on that, because, yeah, right now it doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
I got a tiny little bit distracted. Yeah, it's Finnish railroading in the sense that if anybody in charge catches you doing this, oh, you'll be finished railroading.
Very much true, I suppose. Ooh, or you Hootervilled your last cannonball. I made that joke on the Railroader Discord server. Somebody just thought it was perfect.
Well, especially considering Railroader has the actual Hooterville cannonball in it.
Yeah, but somebody is working on making the Sierra Shorties.
Oh,
now
I'm-
at the mod,
I am...
but it's currently on hiatus as of right now.
Oh, bummer. Those are awesome. I've been watching videos of the Sierra Railway charter that's going on right now. They have the short, at least I think one shorty coach.
Yeah, they don't use the combination car and coach very much anymore.
Yeah, I noticed the longer wooden coach still says Central Pacific on it, presumably left over from Back to the Future.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. Did this work? Oh, that did work. Oh, the Boston Metro High Railers is having an open house? Yeah, I've been wanting to go to one of those. I'll definitely see if I can swing that. I tried to go to it last year, but I accidentally went there on the wrong day because I was looking at the wrong calendar.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, luckily I didn't drive an hour for that. I was already in the area for something else. I think it was actually another train
True.
show. But it was still disappointing. Because from the videos I've seen, it looks like a cool layout.
Speaking of train shows, I had a pretty good time at the one I was in my home city.
Nice. Yeah, they can definitely be hit or miss, but if you get a good one, you can find some really cool stuff.
Yeah, I wish I had more cash because that American Flyer S-Gauge Baldwin Diesel he did in the Chicago Northwestern, $85 for one that works very well and it has minimal damage or paint wear.
That's pretty good. That's a good deal.
That's really good. And gonna be honest, I've been looking for another S-Gauge engine to haul the freight consists that I have for my Atlantic.
Oop, I laid track too deep underwater. Chase's Railway Lines, we're laying track underwater because I thought it would be funny. That's why.
We're doing the waterlog route.
Yes. We need to put up some signs that say the waterlogged route.
Indeed.
We're not challenging the New York Central, we're just paying homage to it.
In a comedic way.
Yeah.
I was actually hoping I would earn enough cash to buy one of the Mason bogies, actually. I was planning to call it Smurfed. Have it painted blue and have the Ridgeway Spark Arrestor on it.
Oh, do they have a blue one for the blue paint scheme for the Mason Bogey too?
Yes.
Okay, I may have to get that.
But it would fit well with. Thought it would fit well with the Mogul we have on the fleet so far.
Yeah.
And the Ridgeway Spark Arrestor because of, well, Heist exploding when he saw it. Why is there a Ridgeway Spark Arrestor on a Mason Bogey?
There's so many sound bites from that stream that I should have on the soundboard.
Yeah. Besides, the blue would also I also got the coaches painted blue, so again.
I didn't realize you could do that.
Yeah, there's some colors available. There's like it's red, 2 different shades of green. There's blue, and then there's yellow. But sadly, the text on the coaches are all yellow, so yellow on yellow, it will not work
so you
very
can't
well.
really read it.
Yeah, although there is a, let me see. There is a Central Colorado baggage car that's available at level 9. We could attach to the back or the front of the passenger train, but it only comes in either green or red.
We could do a red and pair that with the blue coaches and make an American Freedom train.
True. I also got some cash and purchased an extra dump car so we could do some more iron ore runs.
Oh, excellent.
I think I'm going to probably, while you guys focus on building the line to the coal mine, I'm just going to probably just take care of getting the industries all fired back up.
Okay, yeah, that'd be great.
So, how has your week been so far, Ramsey?
Not too bad. I think I'm gonna get another commission for some HO stuff to work on from Red Dead Railroad. Actually, so that'll be fun.
Well, I had a dentist appointment myself. Not a good score, but I need to brush a little bit more on my front teeth, and I'm also starting to have edge to edge, meaning I'm grinding my front teeth.
Oh, that's.
I might have to get a mouth guard. We'll see.
I had Invisalign for like a year when I was in high school. It sucked, but it did marginally improve the teeth.
Yeah. Oh no!
What?
Oh!
Did we have a derailment?
Oh, a major one on the line down on my line.
Okay, hold on. Let me. I'll update the derail counter and then I'll come take a look. I'm not counting any of the jumps on the derail counter, by the way, since those were intentional.
I kind of went a little too fast on my line downhill. I think this is probably like the worst one we had so far.
We've now officially had more derails this stream than we did last stream.
Oh god.
What was that squeak? There's some kind of feedback squeak that I hear occasionally. Oh, the AFT's coming to Boston. I know a guy who's been working on the restoration of the 2100 for that.
Oh, that's awesome. Somebody you know working on one of the few remaining T1s.
Yeah.
And the only second one to operate. Just wait until that one pairs up with 2102 on the Blue Mountain in Reading. Oh
yeah,
my gosh. It's going to be a foam fest.
I'm assuming you've seen Heiss's video on the 2102.
Well, yeah. And plus, I never thought I would see a T1 run again in my lifetime. I mean, by the time I came around, the last of the T1, all the T1s were like out of service. Oh, except for 2100, I believe. That one was operational, but I did not know about it.
Hmm.
Where are the rest of those steak flats?
Have a good night, Jesse. Okay, hold on. I was flying around to get a look at the derailment, and I've gotten myself lost.
Well, it was on the curve on my route down. One that's a little bit more scenic and not super steep.
Oh look, some passenger cars in the dirt.
Yeah, that's our new passenger stock. I mean,
Oh my
the game
God,
doesn't
what
have
did you-
passenger service yet, but you never know. But let's just say our passengers are going to get quite the wild ride.
Holy moly.
Yeah. It was a pretty bad wreck.
Oh, nice, you got the full name on there.
Yeah,
Do you want me to re-rail these, or since I'm here?
I got... yeah, you might need to re-rail them, but I'm currently taking care of it, don't worry.
Okay. Alright, maybe I'll go back
Side.
and work on the waterlogged route.
Alright. Besides, I wanted to rearrange the consist anyway,
That is the best way to do it.
because I wanted the coaches on the rear, because we're in the front, and somehow I don't see another stake flat. I was sure that we had about... Hold on, let me see. Yeah, that's all the stake flats. Okay. I thought there were more, but maybe my mind is playing tricks.
You can look in the map
Alright.
and it'll show you how many there are and where they
Yeah.
are.
Sadly, we cannot name these coaches because I had plans to name them something pretty hilarious.
Oh, bummer.
Pain and suffering.
Yep.
Because this is what happens in Railroads Online a lot.
Yep.
Especially for those who are just new to the game.
And for those like me who intentionally seek it out.
True.
Like, I'm
Again,
kind of actively
don't get
trying
me
to make
wrong.
this game even more cursed.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I still like the game, but it just had so much potential, but it just kind of fell by the wayside.
Yep.
I mean, narrow gauge trains and a sandbox. That's a pretty interesting concept.
Well, hopefully Century of Steam will be what Railroads Online wasn't.
True. I mean, I already have plans for the fleets on my railroads already. One of them has to be modeled in order for it to be complete on one set, which is the EBT's number 11, aka the line's 262 Prairie.
Well, I know Heist is a big fan of the EBT, so hopefully that'll happen.
Well, one of their more recent flag stops showcased the EBT mics numbers 14 and 15. So, at least we got those Mikados available to use once the game comes out.
I kind of hope that there will be a sandbox mode in Century of Steam.
True.
I'd be very
That way I
surprised
could-
if there wasn't.
I actually
I-
hope for that.
I need one just so I can build myself a tourist railroad and run tender first.
Well, I like to use it to make references on how my locomotives and rolling stock will look, depending on the era. That's the same thing I do in Railroader, actually. I make ref saves based on the railroad so I can remember what type of font, lettering color, and paint scheme the equipment has. And
Oh,
stuff
that's a
like
good
that.
idea.
I need a sandbox mode in Century of Steam just so that I can remake my Sumter Valley in the game.
Are you listening, Heist?
Do it! Do it, you birdman! Do it!
Because why not remake the railroad that I volunteer at
Yeah.
and play it in the game when I could just go up and play on the real thing?
I didn't know you actually volunteered for the Sumter Valley.
Yeah.
I find that railroad very quaint, very interesting.
I work for a freight railroad and then I volunteer at the Sumter Valley.
Oh. My apologies.
I have trains every day.
Well, the only other place I really worked on that was kind of like that was on the Nevada Northern a couple of years ago.
Oh, I love the Nevada Northern.
Yeah, I did that 1 week of railroading experience, and oh man, it was a blast. Did track work, I drove the trains, I was a conductor on one of the runs.
Awesome.
Although the motel we were staying at really sucked.
Oh, that's a shame. I imagine out
Because there
in the desert, there's
because
not
there
a whole
were
lot of
bugs in
options.
there. There were bugs in there.
Oof.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want that.
No. I'm just trying to make sure this train gets down to the bottom of the mountain safely because these coaches, they have a tendency to derail on very tight curves. Their bogies are not capable of handling very tight curvature.
I've also noticed, weirdly, that the coaches in Railroads Online tend to uncouple on steep hills.
They do? I don't think I ever seen that.
You may need to get
Maybe.
a lot of them for it to happen, but I used to have a major problem with it on my last map.
I normally just run like 2 or 3 at a time with the baggage car.
And yeah, I think I was running like 5.
Hold on. For a second I thought it was uncoupled, but it isn't. I'm just being a little cautious on the line down, like a real railroader would do.
Yeah. Oh.
That's-
Okay. What I've come to here is a curve in the
Hey.
river that is too sharp to go around.
Oh, are you kidding me?
Let me guess, it derailed again?
I think the car's broke. Let me have a look at the map. Yep, it's a stake flat. It derailed. Putting on the brakes and getting that taken care of. And I'm hoping to do it quick. Oh wait, it's already too late. It already got way past the spawn area. I'm just putting on the brakes on the cars.
Alright, well, it may be time to abandon the waterlogged route and start climbing. Because I finally reached a curve that is simply too tight. I can't go around it.
Yeah, we'll have to start getting up into
We can just... So what we can do is just go on land for this part and then continue in the river.
Yeah. Well, at some point we're going to need to start climbing because the coal mine is way up there.
So... We don't... need to... You could start climbing early if you wanted to, or we technically don't need to start climbing until we get to the valley that is below the coal mine.
Well, I mean, I guess we could do some helix stuff there if we need to.
You don't need to do a helix.
Is it not that high? I thought it was way up there.
What do you mean, the line to the coal mine?
Yeah.
Well, there is a dev path that goes, like, up the mountainside. There are a couple of dips and cuttings that you can use to reach it. That's what I have used on my Pine Valley save. And what? Sometime we might have to do a stream on another person's save, like
Oh, yeah,
mine
that'd be fun.
or somebody else.
That's I did the same thing on mine. I used the dev path.
There's a number of these little jogs in the river right here, so I may have to just sort of cut some corners.
Yeah, cut corners. Not financially, though.
On this railroad, we're doing both.
Yeah, we're just running on a meager salary here.
It's the narrow gauge version of the DSSNA.
Yeah, like when we told our employees, our employees thought we told them that they were going to get paid a regular salary. They thought it was a typo that it said they were going to get paid in regular celery. It was not a typo.
Here's your pay for the week. A whole head of celery. Enjoy.
I mean, you've heard one of the nicknames for the DSSNA, haven't you? The Duluth South Shore Atlantic.
No, but I bet
I don't think I have.
bet it's funny.
There were two of them. There were two different nicknames. There was the Dang Slow Service and Agony, or I'll use dang here, but you replace it with a different word.
Oh.
It was the dang small salary and abuse.
Reminds me of those acronyms for car companies, like Fix or Repair Daily.
Have you ever heard the nickname for let's see. Sumter Valley was the Stump Dodger. Did you ever hear the one for the Nevada, California, Oregon?
No, do I want to?
Narrow, crooked, and ornery.
Ornery
like-
is such a good word.
Oh, here's. Oh wait, I mean the San Diego and Arizona.
Yeah.
Slow, dirty, and aggravating. Because the route had to go through so much desert-like conditions, especially through the gorges and the canyons between, like, California, then through Mexico, and then finally into Arizona.
So you know those diesel locomotives that are sitting near the end of that route in the desert?
Yeah.
Those were from my freight railroad until they got sold to the company that was trying to restart that line.
Oh. That was also the same with those high-level passenger cars, right?
I don't remember the story with those bi-level cars.
Yeah,
I know that they're. I want to say they're Jeep. It was either Jeep 35s or Jeep 40s. I can't remember which. But they're sitting in the desert, and they still have our railroad's name on it. We apparently get calls quite often of people saying, "Hey, your locomotives are here." It's like, we sold those years ago.
And they've been left to rot, sadly. I think I'm just gonna leave the coaches in the shed, just until we can find a good spot for them to be used. I think we'll probably just leave them on a flat section of the line with wider curves, because I don't think it will work very well on this hilly route. But yeah. So I did not actually know that those diesels actually used to belong to your railroad. That's very interesting.
Oh, I just discovered something. If you stand in the really deep water and crouch, you can actually see the ground.
That's the same thing if you also move the camera around when you're in third-person mode, too.
How do we crouch?
Control key.
Control key. Control.
Control key?
Control.
No, hold control and it should do it.
Yeah, that's. I meant to say that. I was trying to remember a funny video that had.
I'm
something
pressing
like
control, but it's not doing anything.
Oh, maybe map to a different key on yours.
Controls.
It doesn't work sometimes. I think if you're trying to lay track at the time, it doesn't work.
Oh, there we go. I was in flight mode.
Oh, yeah, it doesn't work in flight mode either.
I also found out that going to third person when you're placing down like a structure, like a engine shed or something like that, and you just look down and just press the whatever key you're using to move around, it will actually let you just like fly down so you can get the building in the proper spot without it like clipping into like ballast or something.
The other funny thing that Ramsey knows about this, but you wouldn't know about it. So you know how Century Steam, they did the devlog and they had the little giant?
Wait, which one's the little giant?
That's Diesel.
The SP Diesel.
Oh, right.
You and I had talked about this, Ramsey.
Guys, I have a bit of an emergency.
Oh?
My mouse has died. I need new batteries, and the Cookie Monster is without control.
Where is it?
Nearing the smelter.
Okay,
Somebody please stop it so I can get some new batteries for my mouse.
I'm going.
Alright, cool. Give me a mo, I'll be right back.
So there's a section that I'm working on here. The water's really deep, and I want to go through it really deep, but it's so deep that I can't join track underwater. So I'm trying to lay a long enough piece that I don't have to join it in the deep part.
Oh yeah.
But it wiggles around too much.
Okay, the cookie is stopped.
Oh, excellent. Thank you.
Some of the cars are apparently derailed, but the cookie is stopped. Well, I guess we'll have to add that to the derail counter.
That is 8 derails this stream. So I'm wondering if I can lay track at the other end in the shallower part. Excuse me. And then join it, and if it'll automatically lay it in a somewhat decent manner. Model Rail fan, hello. Yes, we're building an underwater railroad. We're calling it the waterlogged route. Alright, I think I'm going to have to compromise a little bit. I'm going to have to build a short section of bridge here that's high enough to connect things to. And then use that as sort of an intermediate point.
I have returned with a brand new mouse with a battery.
Excellent.
Alright.
We don't. The railroad no longer has a mouse problem.
Yeah.
At least not that particular one.
Well, I mean, I always turn it off before I go to bed or when I'm heading out somewhere, but you just never know.
Well, I mean,
Alright.
batteries don't last forever regardless.
Yeah, I think I can take over from here.
Okay.
After this cordwood is brought in, I'm gonna get started on getting some more iron ore for the smelter.
Okay, so as I was saying, you know Little Giant, the little SP narrow gauge.
Yes.
Yep.
So Ramsey's seen photos of this, but so for them to make that model, the only thing that is close, the closest you can get to that is in the US is the export version, which we run at the Sumter Valley. So we actually sent them photos of our cab and stuff for them to make it, and you can watch in when they show off the Little Giant running it as the SP version. You can see the little there's a couple of little details from that they have in that is straight off of ours.
Right, I remember this.
Oh.
The cab, it has on the control panel, it has little white tags. That's from our engine because we had to use little white tags to cover over the Spanish on the control markings to put English tags.
Oh, that is brilliant.
So when you see the little giant in the game, it is directly our engine.
Now we can never unsee it.
Nope.
Alright, so instead of having the train go all through all of the super deep water, I've compromised on having it go up and down, kind of like a fish.
Yeah.
So it goes through the deep stuff, but then it also comes back to the surface for air.
Yeah.
These
I'm
are
gonna
the
grab a Betsy and test this line.
yeah. These are the trials and tribulations of an aquatic railroad.
Kind of makes me wonder, would an undersea railway tunnel even work?
I don't see why not.
What do you mean?
Like, you know, like, kind of like some of those underwater tunnels you would sometimes see in, like, video games and stuff like that. Like, roads right underneath the
Oh, where
water.
it's like a tunnel with air in it going underwater?
Something like that, like, you know, when you're driving down, you see glass on top and you see, like, the...
Oh, yeah.
Water.
I know what you mean.
Up at-
The glass
be
would have to be
theoretically
really
possible.
strong.
Yeah.
But other than that, I don't see why it wouldn't work.
Yeah, but I think it would probably only be used by electrics because, you know, diesels and steam produce
Yeah,
exhaust.
You don't want
soot.
anything with an exhaust.
I mean, it could work. Yeah, it could possibly work. If funding was possible for it.
Well, that's the trouble with building anything in real life, isn't it?
Everything these days costs money. Even the most mundane things.
Yep. I saw something about how, like, the difference between modern day and previous generations is it used to be that basic necessities were cheap and luxuries were expensive. Now it's the other way around. Now you can pick a TV up for $50 off Marketplace, but you won't be able to afford rent whether you do the TV or don't.
Yeah, that does not make sense at all.
Well-
Instinct! Why is my generation so cursed? I do not know why.
You and me
Hello.
both.
Right?
Well, we'll figure out something. Things may change. You never know.
Maybe an underwater railroad will be the solution to all of our problems. It's
Yeah,
very unlikely,
poss-
but maybe.
It's possible, yes.
Once Betsy has steam, then we can try it.
The train goes in the water and I just watch my bank account start ticking up, up, up.
Yes.
Yes, that could work.
Please.
Please, PLZ.
Can we have my bank account just tick up like that? How else am I supposed to afford an RDC?
Yeah.
You would need like a doodle bug equivalent of an RDC for your narrow gauge operation or something. I don't know. I'm just trying to make stuff up.
I mean, I don't know if I can convince corporate to sell me an RDC.
I mean,
But if there's an RDC at work that I'm going after,
it's not like they're using it.
nope, they're not.
Which ones are you talking about? I don't think I... Which ones are you talking about? Because there's a lot of RDCs in preservation somewhere around the US.
The freight railroad that I work at has 3 in storage right now because they used to run a couple of them.
Oh.
There's one that was damaged by the ever so brilliantness of UP because they could do nothing wrong. No, not at all. I've kind of adopted that thing,
Yeah.
so I'm trying to save up to someday try convincing corporate to let me buy it.
Have your own private RDC railcar, huh?
Yes, that is the goal.
Well, if you could also earn enough money to get trackage rights, you could probably just use that anywhere. You could just practically take it anywhere. You practically would be buying yourself a rail-mounted automobile.
This one I would take to a museum.
Fair, I suppose.
Huh?
Fair enough, I suppose.
It's a special enough car that it deserves to be at a museum.
It belongs in a
Of course.
museum.
Yeah, it does.
I've told Ramsey about the car. He knows
Yeah.
exactly why.
This is the one that was the only Great Northern one, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I seen a video about Great Northern's steam, diesel, and electric trains. I did see that the Great Northern did only operate one RDC rail car.
Yeah, and it's this
It had
one.
dual
Yep.
lug. I'm surprised that one survived, that sole surviving RDC of the Great Northern.
It is at my work,
So,
and I'm
kudos to the
taking care of it.
Well, kudos to your railroad for actually buying it. Well, buying it in the past, I mean.
Now, if only UP hadn't have been stupid and put it in the middle of a freight train.
Oh! No, it's kind of been damaged a little then.
Let's put it this way. It has no front draft gear.
Oh. Ooh. I can understand what you're talking about.
When you put an RDC in the middle of the train, there's so many forces that it will rip draft gear out the car.
Oh, I can see what you mean. Oh, God. It's practically being treated like a freight car when in reality it's just a passenger car.
And not even a passenger car that's designed to run as part of a train.
Yeah.
I'll send a photo in the group chat so you can see it. Oh man, it did a number on it.
Alright,
Yeah.
I have reached a point where I think I'm going to go up to the coal mine and start building down from there.
Alright, you do that.
I'm bringing Betsy up
Okay,
the
yes.
hill to
See how you like the line that I built so far? There's a couple spots where it gets pretty close to shore, and I'm worried that there might be issues with like steps scraping on the ground. So we'll see if that becomes a problem. Also, I'm going to try to wrap the stream up within the next half hour or so if we come to a good stopping place.
Enough. I just brought a good shipment of cordwood to the smelter, and I'm gonna get started on the iron ore shipments.
Nice. Yeah, I feel like you're the only one who's actually running this as a proper railroad.
Well, when I worked on the Nevada Northern, I kind of got a new perspective on how railroads should run.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But yeah, I can keep the industries active while you focus on getting the tracks built.
Yeah, while I focus on building track, literally
Something-
in the river.
Yeah, building track the FRA would not approve of.
Yeah, I think my goal here is to build a railroad where one look at it would put an FRA inspector in the hospital.
He dies from cringe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like
Okay.
this is literally the things that you've done here is just a list of all of the things that it's my job to tell you not to do. Every single one of them.
That reminds me of a quote from the TF2 Soldier. I don't remember how it starts. I can't remember how it starts on the top of my head right now, but... Oh, they told us not to do it, but we did it anyway. Yeah. Oh, I'll have to find that video that has that quote in it. It's so good.
I sent you the... I put the photos of the front of the RDC in the group chat so you can see the delightfulness that Union Pacific did.
And I also purchased some more wet side dump cars for the iron ore train. So eventually we'll have to replace them with something with a higher capacity.
Wow. Yep. That's gone. That is the draft gear just isn't.
Exactly.
Like, of all of the draft gears I've seen, that isn't one of them.
Poor RDC!
And of course, of course, so I have a GN timetable from the 50s, and it specifically says that 2350, which was the number for that car on the GN, had to be at the rear of a train if dead in tow.
And UP just ignored that.
Even in the 50s, it was known that you don't put it in the middle of a freight train.
Oh, God.
Things like that seem to get forgotten when it's convenient.
No, the UP crew that handled the cars was just stupid and ignored all rules and postings and everything.
If only the people who worked on an RDC see it now. They're just gonna be shaking their heads and just saying no.
We actually, a person actually randomly showed up the other day that he ran those cars on the Portland and Western.
Oh? What did he say?
He said that they were in a lot better shape when they were on the... They were a lot cleaner on the Portland and Western.
I bet.
Which is fair, because those cars have been sitting in storage. The two that we ran have been sitting in storage for 10 years.
So, your line's a freight railroad, but did it run passenger excursions at one time?
Yes, it used to run a scenic train.
Oh. I guess it didn't pan out very well.
There's a lot of... They did it for a long time, but different stuff kind of led to the cost just being a bit too much.
Fair. And considering the RDC is supposed to be like the cheap alternative to like a local hauled passenger train on a branch. No, there's actually a pretty good documentary about the RDC on YouTube. It's pretty interesting.
Yep.
There is also an RDC mod for Railroader, but it's the RDC-1, so there's no like baggage or combine version of it right now.
I have a... So, I work with Beeman, the guy that did the Jeep 38s.
Oh?
I've told you that, Ramsey.
Yeah, I think so.
He's told me about that mod. It's not very good.
Yeah. I kind of stopped it after a while because eventually I installed Lego's Better Passenger mod, and since it doesn't carry baggage, what's the point of using it?
When I can find somebody that's good at 3D modeling, I wish I knew how to 3D model. Because if I did, I would totally model that car.
Would you make the variant? Make the different variants?
Well, I have access to the RDC3 and then a couple of RDC1s. If I knew how to model, I would absolutely make them.
I can model
Alright.
some stuff, but I don't think I can do something detailed enough to be a railroader mod.
Yeah, you have to learn how to model the thing and blend in like a 3D program, then learn
Yeah.
how to code it in.
I use Blender for modeling stuff to 3D print. I just don't usually work with that level of detail.
Yeah. I mean, I probably might want to try doing Blender sometime to make a model, like a test model for Railroader. I'm just not so sure.
I've been wanting to learn Blender so that I can try making my speeder, but I haven't learned it yet.
So the thing with Blender is it's extremely capable, but the learning curve is pretty steep because there's so much to learn. But you can
Yeah.
get started without knowing everything. Like, I've been using it for well over a decade, and I'm nowhere close to learning everything it can do.
Yeah. Alright, so I'm off to the iron mine with 9 dump cars to get the smelter back up in operation so we can get some more iron products available.
Awesome, thank you.
Especially since the coal mine requires rails as well as beams, we'll need to start producing rails again as soon as possible.
Yeah. We have a load of rails waiting. I don't know where it is. Okay, I'm getting to the part that I talked about earlier, where I'm gonna try and build a line that goes like under the waterfall.
One of the cars is slowing me. There's a car that's slowing my train down. I'm not so sure which one. Might need to check.
Something's got a handbrake on?
Possibly. I mean, the cars kind of also derailed when I was trying to pick them out.
Oh, that'll do it. Do I need to add one more to the counter, or did we already count that one?
Add that to the counter because. Oh, actually add that one as well as another one that happened when I was trying to bring up the cordwood. The cars kind of just tipped over because of the curvature going up to the unloading track. You know, the one with the bridge.
Yes.
That curve is a little bit steep.
That's 15 derails total, 10 on this stream.
Oh my god! If we get to 50 by the time we're done with this series, I am going to laugh. Who knows? We might actually also maybe continue the series on another map. Who knows?
Yeah. Be cool to do
I mean,
like
we got Lake Valley. We also have Aurora Falls and Mesa Plains.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I think a Lake Valley map
Denver-
would be fun.
Oh, the Denver, Osier, and Antonito Railroad Traction Company and Traction Company was it?
Navigation Company.
Navigation Company would fit the Mesa Plains map because there's a port and there are boats.
Yeah, which doesn't really make sense for a desert map, but whatever, it's Railroads Online, who cares?
I got
Yeah.
Betsy to the end of track.
Nice.
Let's see,
The one spot that
0%.
it wasn't happy at, it derailed, but then it put itself back on the track. It didn't like the switch.
Interesting. That is not the spot that I thought it would be a problem. Alright, I've got this track laid just about as close to being literally inside the waterfall as I can. So you can run a train under it and you will get a free shower.
Yeah, I have no brakes on my cars. I don't know why the Mogul was struggling to get them up the grade on the Helix.
Is it out of water?
No, there's plenty of water. Well, it does need to be filled up because the tender is still empty.
Oh.
There's only the water in the boiler. Probably might just do an iron ore run and then just fill it up at the engine servicing facility near the waterfall on the iron ore line. Well, where my route comes into the smelter.
Alright, well I'm past the coal mine waterfall now, and I'm basically just trying to make this route interesting while it goes downgrade to meet up with the waterlogged route.
Yeah.
This route's going to be almost entirely bridges once it starts climbing.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Totally fine.
It's, as Heist says, it's fine.
This is fine. Yet the whole train just blubs underwater. Alright, I should be nearing the Y that heads up to the iron mine. How's things going on your end, Ramsey?
I'm still pretty far above the river. I'm working my way down towards it.
Fair enough.
I think I've accidentally ended up on the dev route.
That's fine. I mean, we can find a way to reconnect it that way.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to stay on it for very long because I need to go downgrade pretty steeply.
Oh, not again!
How many should I add to the counter this time?
11, because I tried to go, was going over the switch, and then next to the game being very glitchy, the switch was thrown automatically by the ghost, and next thing I know it, my cars are just falling off the bridge and into the ground below.
Let me check the map real quick and make sure there's nobody in here doing shenanigans.
It's only the three of us. No less people. And I did change the switch on the map before I came onto that line.
Weird.
Yeah, I think the longer you play a game with multiplayer, I think the game starts to kind of act up on the switches. I'm not so sure. Maybe it might be my end. I'm not so sure. Ugh.
Man,
well, at least I'll be able to get all the cars have all their brakes taken care of once I get them all re-railed.
I'm on a section that's level enough that I can have a few feet of actual ballast.
Oh, cool.
Only a few feet, though.
Yeah, no. No, and then it goes off a cliff and I have to go back to the bridges.
He's going over that cliff!
There is a concerning number of places on this railroad where the track just goes straight off the cliff.
Do the ICC care? Yes, but do we care? No.
ICC stands for I can't
Interstate
care.
Commerce. Yeah, but technically it's called the Interstate Commerce Commission, which would have actually been the governing body in this game's time frame.
Right. So they're the ones who are going to get sent to the hospital when they see this railroad.
Yeah. They practically would invent the new... Well, geez, sometimes I just can't speak whenever I'm talking in the microphone. They would just embed the form of cringe, practically.
Interstate Cringe Commission.
Oh! It's just, oh, that is just perfection right there. Oh, that was just, oh, that's like the best thing I heard all stream. Oh no, it's the Interstate Cringe Commission. They want to make sure that your railroad is very dank and very keck, or else they'll call it cringe and you'll be left in that game forever. And if you try to complain, they'll be like, lol, no. Just hope this time I can be able to get these cars up there without any more issues. Hang on. Oh, there's actually one that just... Oh, there's two more that I forgot to re-rail.
Oops.
I think I'll probably might, after this stream, I probably might go back to working on my saving, get the line to the oil field set up. Well, not oil field, the oil refinery. Because that's the last industry I need to connect to. After which I'll then start putting on, like, props and decorations just to make it look a little bit more pretty.
Do you have the DLC that comes with all the extra props?
Yeah, I got all the DLCs when the game came out. I got the one with the 480 Mastodon, and I got one with the Bell's Gap 060.
I got the one with the Bell's Gap because I had the game within the first whatever amount of time. It came free when they released the 1.0 version, but I still had to buy the Mastodon one.
Yeah, you got the early access. Well, if you had the game in early access, you practically would get that stuff for free.
Yeah, well, I think you got one DLC for free. At least I did.
Yeah.
But I bought the other one for like $2 when it was on sale.
Yeah, so if that's the case, if you have the 480, that means you don't have the Bell's Gap 060.
No, I've got both.
Oh, never mind. I thought you only had one DLC.
No, there's 2 DLCs. One of them I got for free because I had the game in early access. The other one I bought on sale.
You know, I've been thinking, if we ever get the money and experience needed to buy, like, one of the you get the Uento Railway Mallet, you know what I'm thinking about just naming it? Big Chunk Gus.
That works.
And we're just gonna number it 51.
I've been just numbering these sequentially. I haven't been thinking about doing funny numbers.
Well, the thing is, you can only do, like, 3-digit numbers, so we can't do, like, 1337 or anything like that.
Yeah. I'm just... As I'm going down this grade... Did it derail again?
I was in there, and then the train went over the switch, and next thing I know, the locomotive derailed. This game is just starting to really, really push me. Normally I'm a calm, collected person, but this is starting to really get a little bit on my nerves.
On my,
I'll still keep playing, though. For the sake of you, and the sake of the streamer, well, the people watching the stream.
You have my permission to quit anytime you want if it gets to be too much. I'm gonna wrap the stream up pretty soon anyway. I'm just trying to get it to the point where I can connect to the track I already laid.
Yeah. I might as well just drop the train
getting the
off at the
track coming up farther to you.
Thank you. I'm just sort of zigzagging back and forth over the river for no reason.
Once we get
Pretty much.
I think once I get to the iron mine, I'll just leave Cookie Monster there for now, and then I'll just draw. So one of you could probably take it in the next episode.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. I'm missing another. I thought I had 9 of them. Where did that card? Oh, you gotta be. I forgot the car. I'm gonna re-rail it. But yeah, maybe we should also visit some other users' railroads too.
Yeah, we
mean,
should do like a series of like Railroads Online map tours to see how people have done it.
Yeah, because my Pine Valley in Northern is going to be pretty sweet. I just need to get a couple of things done and then add some props and details, and then it should be ready for public showing.
Nice. Maybe that can be the first episode.
Yes. I even made some lore too. I probably might need to re-edit that lore to make amends to some of the changes and stuff in the game or something like that. I've been working on that lore since the game first came, when I first got the game. Yeah, I'm dedicated.
Oh, I just realized I haven't looked at the chat in like an hour.
Yeah, sorry chat, we've been
Yeah.
talking about choo-choos and game mechanics and such.
Ah, welcome back, Jesse. The waterlogged route's coming along well. Polar Express RDC. Yeah, the waterfall's where you get the locomotive's water from.
Who needs a water tower when we have a waterfall?
Exactly. It would be funny if the water did actually refill when you went under the waterfall.
It would be.
Oh,
Red Dead, your
that-
derails have doubled since I was last here. Did you reduce the graphics? I didn't reduce the graphics settings. They seem to have reduced automatically for some reason. I think maybe because...
turning down my graphics too. I think that
Yeah,
might
I don't-
keep
it was going back and forth for a while, and then it seems to have settled into a lower setting, so I think it just does it automatically to try and maintain the frame rate. I'd like to note that I have not been responsible for any of the recent derails, just for legal
Yeah,
reasons.
that was glitchiness on my part. One of them, however, was actually my fault because my train kind of went down the hill a little bit too fast.
Jesse System, I recommend going to sleep. Hopefully this stream will serve as a nice insomnia cure.
Railroads Online ASMR.
Yeah, exactly. It's just the same tree cutting sound over and over again.
And just different trains passing by, like, a certain area. And
That would actually be pretty relaxing. I could fall asleep to that. I used to sometimes put on Dynamo Productions to fall asleep to.
Nice. Well, I'm here at the iron mine, and please switch. Do not change. Do not change. Oh, it just did!
Time for our hourly check to see if Peter's in here.
Peter!
Yeah, Red Dead, this game does desperately need background noises.
I mean, there are a few background noises, like sometimes you would hear like loggers cutting down trees at the logging camp and some other background ambience, but there's not much background noise. I mean, Railroader does actually have birds chirping in the trees. That's the only one I think I could know about.
Yeah, Railroader just also has
It also is
terrible
kind of
scenery compared to this one.
And I accidentally deleted some track.
Oops.
Great. Don't to worry, I can easily fix it. There we go. Like it never actually happened. I think I'll just re-rail the cars and then just shove them all into place, and then I think that will practically be it for my operating schedule for tonight's
I
stream.
have the track right here.
Oh, it's up there. Okay, let me connect to that real quick. Actually, let me delete this little jaunt into the river that I did, because that didn't really work the way I wanted it to anyway.
Got to the point that I had to climb, and then it just didn't make sense to do a roller coaster going up and down.
Yeah, fair. I'll just connect from here. I could probably just do the automatic connect thingy.
Yeah, that's what I use a lot, just to get some of my tracks all connected up. And then just make tweaks if the track looks a little bit too model railroadish.
Yeah.
Railroadish. I mean, it sometimes makes it look like you're connecting it with, like, FlexiTrack.
Ooh, interesting. Okay. So, it connected it fine, but it seems like there's a fixed resolution for the a length of track that's automatically connected, because it made the curve in segments.
Yeah.
We may have to
I see
manually
that.
rectify that. I'm gonna go ahead and delete it. I've tried running trains over that before, and they kind of shimmy back and forth as they go around.
I noticed that couple of the spots that Betsy kind of did that.
Well, Betsy kind of does that regardless.
True.
Even on straight track, Betsy will do that.
Alright, Cookie Monster is up at the mine. It should be ready for loading up with iron ore in the next episode.
Nice,
I'm gonna
thank
pop
you.
by and check and see how you guys are
Yeah.
doing.
I am just about to connect the track.
I want to see how well you built the line up to, well, the waterfall.
Yeah, check that out. I think it turned out really nice.
Oh, it does look pretty nice. I'm not gonna lie, if we had passenger service, I think the passengers would really enjoy passing by that waterfall.
Well, we've got coaches now. We could do passenger service.
Fictional passenger service.
Well, yeah, I
because
mean,
the passenger service element
it's not
is
represented
added
in the
to
actual
game.
gameplay, but I mean, this is a game, so the entire thing is fictional anyway.
Well, it might be added in a very far future update after the devs start fixing up the code for the game.
We just won't get paid for the
But-
passengers.
Yeah, it's just for just
Yeah.
pairing.
Maybe it's free tourist rides as a promotional tool for the company.
Fair enough. I mean, it's the same way they did with the stock cars. We got them, but there was no livestock industry yet.
Yeah.
But then they changed it once the meatpacking industry chain was introduced.
I mean, stock cars are just much worse passenger cars if you think about it.
Well,
They're just
considering that there are a lot better to be used. Well, there were classified as boxcars at one time. I mean, they leave some railroads, if they had a boxcar shortage, would use extra stock cars to carry stuff around. They wasn't really much ideal.
yeah. I mean, the thing with stock cars is they don't offer any protection from the weather.
Yeah, I mean, they have a roof, but if the
Yeah,
wind
but
and
if the-
rain was blowing in on the sides...
The sides
that
are all
would be
open.
different. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's supposed to allow the cattle to breathe, after all.
So, here's a story you guys will find fun.
Yeah?
So, 1916, a cattle train was heading down the mountain on Sumter, and they got to a curve in the line, a Y specifically, and for whatever reason, The engineer did not handle the train very well and caused the entire cattle train to tip over.
Like Domino's
fell-
style?
Pretty much. All the cars ended up on their sides, the roofs fell off, and all of the cattle ran away.
Are you serious?
No joke. But it gets
Wow.
even better. The railroad then decided, well, since we don't know anything about rounding up cattle, let's just go to the cowboys and have them do it.
Oh.
So they
Wow.
offered a whole bunch of money for each cow that was brought back to the railroad.
Interesting. Very, very interesting.
You see the problem here.
They're gonna start bringing back more cows than they originally lost.
Precisely.
Oh no!
I don't know if it's correct or not, but I've heard that they supposedly they got back twice as many as were originally lost.
Wow. That's
The question is, was the money they were offering per cow, how did that compare to like the price of a cow on the open market?
Pretty sure it was, I think it was higher than.
So that explains why people were turning in more cows, but also in that case, why did they not just buy replacement cows?
I have no clue.
well. Let's just say the farmers would not be happy if they found out that their cattle escaped from an accident.
Yeah.
What happened with the Bangor Route 6 potato shipments after they froze to death after the Pence they are idiocy.
There was also the whole time that the Sumter Valley was operating, they only had one train robbery.
Only
And
one?
guess what? Guess what?
What?
That one train robbery, the people got away.
They got away!
Yes.
Oh my god! Oh, that is your unique railroad history facts for tonight, people. That
Well,
is some...
The way that they got away was the story that I've heard. It is, oh god, they were absolute geniuses.
Oh, how do they do it?
So they stopped the train. They blocked the track in the right by the canyon.
Yeah.
Robbed the train, rode off in horses. They had some family, or like a wife or something, set up some distance away with another set of horses and a change of clothes.
Oh, I see what you're getting at.
Oh, but wait. So they rode off, changed horses, changed clothes, rode down into Baker, where the train was heading to. And because the train was in the canyon, it was the slow part of the line.
Oh.
So the guys went to the train station and got there before the train got there.
Oh.
The train crew then, it's like, hey, we've been robbed. So then the town starts gathering people up like, hey, we gotta go search for these guys. Well, the robbers then went with the people searching for the robbers.
Like, this is just beyond amazing. That is... Oh, somebody give him a standing ovation. That is brilliant.
The robbers basically played all of the people, and then when the leader of the gang was on his deathbed, he's like, so yeah, that train robbery, that was actually us, here's how we did it.
I'm surprised that's not a movie.
It should be a comedy.
There's some other stories from that line back in the day that I'll have to send. There's one that's a winter story that, I mean, they ended up with like 7 locomotives, 3 boxcars, and a caboose, and a plow.
Something tells me that's almost like what happened on the Rio Grande Southern in the 30s.
There's a couple of stories from one of the books on the Sumter Valley. I'll have to post that in the group chat sometime, because those 2 of those stories were just like, what the crap?
It sounds like something from one of the heist stories from the Shop episodes. Or, no, not stories from the Shop, the 3/4 Idiots show.
I've sent him stuff from the 3/4 show. I have a letter from the 1880s that we found at my friend's train store that I sent to Heist, and he said it was going to be in the show, but it hasn't come up yet, so I guess they
Like
had
me, he
enough
probably
for
has a
this
pretty long
most recent
backlog
season.
of stuff to get to.
Yeah. Let me see
Plus,
if...
is development with Century of Steam as well.
Yeah. Let me see if I can...
Hold on, let me get off of these here.
If I can find where I have that story in the letter, I can try putting it in the group chat for you guys to read later on.
I can officially outrun a Betsy on foot.
I wonder. Yeah, I can. Well, here we are, gentlemen. The Summit River Coal Mine. Another industry connected.
Without our load of rails, which is somewhere down at the bottom of the mountain.
Yeah, we'll need to start producing some more rails.
Well, I'm gonna suggest that we wrap it up.
Yeah, I
Maybe-
think we reached a good ending point for tonight's episode.
First thing
Yeah.
next time, maybe we'll run that load of rails up here. Run the first real train up the river.
Yeah. About that, Ramsey,
Mm-hmm.
you know on how I, got the money for all that equipment?
It all went into your account, didn't it?
Yes, but I am willing to actually earn enough money and actually really help.
The money, though, isn't really the issue. It's the XP, because I'm level 5, but I only have $420, which is the same I had at the beginning.
Yeah,
Well, we'll figure something out next time.
yeah.
Maybe if you spend enough time in game, you can earn the XP to buy stuff.
Yeah, fair enough, I suppose. And again, sorry.
Worst come to worst,
But,
there is a
yeah.
way to edit the save files.
true. So, any other closing remarks, gentlemen, before we finish the stream for this evening?
That robbery story was awesome, and I think they should make a movie out of it.
Make it
Oh, just wait. I have more stories from that I can share, even from just at work.
That would be great. I think the film should have Burt Lancaster playing it.
That would be entertaining.
Yep.
So our total derail counter is 12 today, 17 total.
Oh! Oh!
Wow.
Oh, my face is scrunching with that number. That's the life of a railroader. Well, Railroads Online player will have to deal with derailments on a constant basis. But if you had enjoyed this stream, everybody, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe to Ramsey's channel to keep an eye out for future uploads of videos and live streams every Tuesday evening, depending on his outside schedule, of course.
Yes. I don't think I have any more trips coming up, so if all goes well, I should be able to do every Tuesday for a good long while. Hello, Peter. Peter's in the chat.
Oh, yeah. Well, gentlemen, it was nice playing with you tonight, but I think I'm going to be waiting until episode 8 before I return, so other players can join in.
Sounds like a plan. Maybe we'll get Quentin's Model Works back in here next week.
Cool, cool. Well, gentlemen, I bid you all a good night. And
Likewise.
I wish you all the success with the next episode.
Night.
Night.
Good night, everybody.
Disappears. He got beamed up. Alright, I think I'm going to call it a night as well.
Okay, that's easy, guys.
Alright, have a good one, everybody. And I will see you all next Tuesday. Or before then, depending on when I get the next video done.
Some point.